What's up, guys? Matthew, ready to watch Season 2, Episode 8 of Frieren Beyond Journeys. And we are continuing this arc. Again, somewhere, I know I took a break in the middle of the season, but it came out of nowhere. I did not expect us to have almost like a little bit of a big bad. We've got returning people from the end of Season 1. It's been excellent so far. The action, last episode, the emotion really kicked up as well for me. So I am very excited. I have been thoroughly enjoying Janelle, or Genao. I don't know. I never will know. You guys got to tell me in the comments. But I've really been enjoying the strong focus on him. Again, he feels like the main character of this little arc so far. And I think that that's very interesting. You know, bringing in essentially a side character from the last arc of the first season, and putting him in the front stage here, and I've really been enjoying him. And it's also very nice to see Method, and it's also really nice to see this weird, obviously evil, but just a really cool villain. So I'm excited to get into it. Obviously, if you guys like the video, please drop a like and leave a comment. I'd really appreciate it. I have got the full-length reactions up on Patreon. By now, I'm already completely finished the second season of Frieren over on my Patreon. Check it out if you're interested. It is $7 a month for animated shows on there. Finally, and most importantly, if you enjoy my content, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed. It really does help me out. Let's get into episode 8. A magnificent end. Nobody better die here. Damn! He's smiling. Revolt looked like he's smiling too. He's not panicking or anything. I don't think I've seen a demon panic yet in this show. I don't think they physically can. We'll say the last couple episodes have been very again, my vocabulary is not the best. But I call it One Piecean, because One Piece likes to do this animation style a lot. I don't necessarily love it, but it's not bad. Yo, this music! Lock in, Stark. Damn. Damn! Come on. Distract him. It's a distraction. Janelle. Hit him! It's a distraction! I told you that's what you should do! He probably can regrow it immediately, but... Damn! Did we defeat him? Nah, other girl's coming. Stop letting him talk to you! Don't let him manipulate you! Janelle, come on!
生存者の確認はもっとしっかりやった方がいい。子供?
It's a trick. You fucking... Oh, thank fucking goodness. He got out, but... It might be a fucking... Not even real, it might be a vision. That's a great shot. Fuck. Told you! My boy! I told you we needed to put her down! I told you we needed to put her down! Damn! He not going that easily. Thank you, Janelle! Thank you! This is a fucking wild-ass episode already! We just started! Come on, Stark! He's monologuing! Take himself out? Double sacrifice or whatever? You're calling yourself bad or evil or whatever. You're good. We gotta change that. That's not something we just accept. That's something we change. Come on, he ain't done. And obviously Snark's not gonna... Come on, you gonna cut him right in half? It ain't over yet. Come on, you know who you're fucking with? You know you... Come on. Why every episode of this show just devolves into badassery or... Yo, this... I'm about to cry. I got goosebumps. This is epic. Damn, that was peak, dude. That might be the best opening 5 minutes of any episode yet.
フリーレン様はいつの間にかいなくなっているし。
She's chilling. Watching from afar.
たまには高みの見物。
この世に魔力を完全に消せる生物はいない
Watch
から。
this. Frieren is just so powerful. To anytime someone says you can't do this, I just expect her to go, yeah, watch this. Just spamming the attack. Damn. That's a great shot. Oh my god.
フェルンさんも苦戦。
Should we switch?
相手はだいぶ奇抜な魔法を使う魔族のよう。エドロジュバルト。
Now, they're saying some wild ass words, I gotta be honest. She hit that fucking Samoa Joe ass? Come on.
お前の相手は私だ。分かっています。
I'm not scared of you. Ooh, yo, what's going on with the choreography of these fights?
とは真逆。とても堅実な。
Yeah, dude, this is just we got mini Fern over here. It might be better to stick with our matchups though. We don't want similar people going after similar people, right? Yo! She's like fucking Mineta or something.
攻撃パターンが変わった。
She's locking in. I think the technical term is. I said it last time, dude. This show is the best with fights I've ever watched for some reason. I feel like people who don't watch Frieren don't understand that.
魔族を殺すために生涯を捧げるような。これ
Damn
は
right.
面白い。
Should be shaking in your boots. Dude, he's so scary and so big. Yo, look at this animation! What is going on? Oh my god! All it takes is one moment, one little distraction. Yo! He's doing too much. He's R farming right now, Stark is. He's riding him like a horse, dude. Damn. Okay. Had to say, he might just die there, but. Yo, this is the ultimate duo! Hold up. We need Stark out the group. Let's have him just team up with Ganao. Yeah, dude. This is giving me vibes of the episode I talked about last episode, the first one, or one of the first ones in season 1, where Fern and Stark had their first big fight. Same sort of just simple but epicness, you know? Oh, that's a great quote. I'm about to cry again. Come on, pull out the eggshell spell.
霧などいくらでも作り出せる。
He's burn in the moonlight or some shit.
あの小娘はどこに？
God damn. Just like that? I mean, I am not gonna remember these names because they're all gonna be dead in like an episode or two, but ain't no hiding now. You can't hide now. Okay, I will be honest though, guys. We have completely destroyed this fucking forest. These poor animals. Dude, she's like a goddess. Look at that. She's gonna beat her up for forcing her. He's still got 4 arms though. Stuck in the ground?
終わりだ。
Oh, we're humiliating him. God damn! We're good, guys. Guys, we're good. I told you that his hands.
こうして武器を失えば
We're still good though. Yo, you guys, Stark should be dead. He's taken some grievous wounds. Damn! He split the goddamn sky! Let's die here together.
俺には
They're a lot more damaged than the other group. They need to get back here fast.
こんなになっちまった村をまだ守ろうとして
You gonna sacrifice himself or save him? He's badass. Got the tears on him. They both got donutted, dude. No.
よくやってくれて
This is a beautiful.
しばらく村に
She's
滞在
like,
してくれる
this is the equivalent. You like Krabby Patties, don't you, Squidward? You're a good guy, aren't you? I know you are. Don't try to hide it. So beautiful. This Shoei, she's so beautiful.
ところでこのパーティーって僧侶がいないんですね
Yeah, we get our fucking priest back.
たらしばらくフリーになるのですが
We don't want your ass. We don't want your fucking ass.
北部高原は僧侶の魔法がない
No.
と危険ですから
As much as I like you, Method.
回復
No.
ったら逃げるからね今までだってそうしてきたそれにこのパーティーは
Have we run away from anything?
来たいからね
We need him back. I want him back now. That is an order. What are you kissing me?
なんで
Oh,
この
okay.
遠出がいると
Thank you, Fern. Thank you for protecting me from her.
あらあら嫌われてしまいましたねフェルンさんのことも大好きですよ
Is she gonna manipulate her with head pats too?
ここでお前たちとはお別れだな
I love you guys. Great couple episodes with y'all.
ありがとう助かったよ
こちらこそだよお互い長生きしようぜ
Not the way we go head first into a fight, but
またね
ああ
またどこかで
we will. We'll see him again. We don't need that long lovey-dovey crap. We'll see him again.
なあ断ってよかったのか
We have our priest.
名刀
Don't
で
you
だ
dare
よ
don't you dare fucking forget about him.
いやザインでしょ
いやそうじゃなくて姉さんだぜ合流した時ザインにいろいろ言われるんじゃ
We could have had two priests, but man, you guys already know what I'm gonna say. What an episode! Dare I say? I'm trying to think back. I think that was my favorite episode of the season so far. That was amazing. Obviously, I'm gonna start with the action part of it because, as I have said many times in my Frieren reactions and just my YouTube channel in general, you know, fights aren't my favorite thing when it comes to any sort of media, whether it be a book or television, whatever. I don't love fights. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. I love fights, but they're not my favorite thing. They're not the thing that I tune in for. You know what I mean? If it's a good fight, it's a good fight. But I want the storytelling and the this and the that. But sometimes the fights are so good where I do have those moments where I'm like, yeah, goddamn, this shit is pretty hype, ain't it? Frieren is that. You know, I've made mentions to it a whole bunch, but I feel like, you know, I'm not going to go into it because I haven't watched Solo Leveling or anything like that, or even the latest season of JJK. But I feel the last couple years there's been like big like online rivalries or so between Frieren and Solo Leveling or Frieren and JJK. You know, with those two animes are pretty big, like epic fighting ones. I'm not saying they don't have a good story or whatever, because I haven't watched them all. But you know, they have the reputation of being like aura forming hype moment fighting, and I feel like, when Frieren and these other animes go up against each other for like anime of the year or something like that, it brings out the worst in like fans of each, you know what I mean, where Frieren fans start slandering the other, and it's like, oh, there's no story, there's no characters, it's just fighting. And then the other side will be like, oh, Frieren is just fucking lovey-dovey, same plot line every episode, walking, Again, I can't speak for Solo Leveling or JJK. I can't. I'm gonna finish them at some point. But I think that fans of JJK and Solo Leveling, because I haven't watched the show, they don't know that the fights are peak. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that the fights in their other shows aren't amazing as well, but like the fights in this show are crazy. The choreography, the animation, like I said, again, I don't know the words. I should probably learn it because I talk about it all the time. But I don't like when animes switch to like the late stage, like Wano style One Piece fight animation, to where like they do these really fast shots and they're really thin lines. Again, I'm sorry that I'm not saying it in the best of ways. I'm not an artist or an animator or anything like that. But I don't really love that art style. But any other time was amazing. Like, and it's not just like the fast-paced stuff, but like this episode when Fern was I'm sorry, not Fern. When Stark was like running up that little tower and stuff and jumping on Revolt's back, like that animation was amazing, But again, the choreography, specifically the choreography in the method fight, was amazing, And it was a little more simple. Like I'm talking by choreography, I don't mean like magic and shit like that. I mean just like the hand-to-hand shit, jumping around, kicking, punching, dodging out the way. Amazing. I loved it. What else I loved about that fight is, to me, it really showed Method's fighting style was very much her personality, if that makes sense. Like I kind of got like she's not, how do I describe it? She's very confident, so she's not really like trying, she's not really lunging, she's not really doing anything, she's just sort of calm, collected, dodging shit, pulling, tricking her. It was great. I really loved it. Obviously I love to see Fern be an absolute badass, probably the strongest person in the show by the end of the series, maybe. You know what I mean. I think that she might take the cake, because I just fucking love her. She's so badass. But obviously the magnum opus of this episode, dude. Genau and Stark lit shit up, dude. I real quick, before I get into that, I also love the show so much because as good, as amazing as my favorite character of the show, Frieren, is, the show just knows how to introduce characters and have such a great, almost ensemble, even though, really you only get 3 main characters every episode. But the entire cast of characters is so amazing that essentially for the last 3 episodes, the main character Frieren has been an afterthought. I'm not saying that in a bad way, like she's forgettable. I'm just saying that she wasn't a part of the main conflict, really. She sort of just, was a side character, watched in the background, supported, and everyone else had that time to shine. And the episodes were just as good as ones in which Frieren was the main character. This show has such a what's it called, like a flexibility, if that makes sense. Like it doesn't, any episode you can open up and they can do anything. They can start an arc, they can do this, quite honestly. Obviously Frieren has been a part of every episode. To me, this is also a show that I would love to see just randomly, like a bottle episode with some, you know what I mean, to follow Ubel, just a random Ubel episode. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. I feel like this show is perfectly suited for those type of episodes where we just, open up and it's a side story with a character we haven't seen for 20 episodes. That's why I'm really, really, really surprised that we have not gotten a single update on Sign. Sign left, in the middle of Season 1? And we only saw him in, like, the end of Season 1 montage where he was, like, on a beach or something like that. I'm just surprised by that. I'm sorry if I'm being repetitive with it, but Sign really just sort of captured my heart in the very small amount of time he was actually on screen. I'm not necessarily saying he's my favorite character, but I loved the dynamic that he added to our group. And I'm not saying that there's something missing without him. I'm just saying, like, I want my baby. I want my baby. I really do. So, but man, obviously that's the end of this little arc. I would assume to end the season we're going to get 2 more one-off episodes. But I want to give a shout out to Revolt. Obviously, just again, this isn't necessarily like a subtraction of points from the show or whatever, but just the idea of demons in general and them being just a personification of pure evil. I feel like the longer the show goes on without changing that format, I not that I care less about demons, but I just kind of go, okay, there's a ceiling on how much I care about the demon, you know, because they can be cool or they can have a cool design or cool voice or whatever, cool aura, but if every single big bad or whatever is just a pure evil demonic demon, I kind of, you know, again, this show doesn't need villains in my opinion. The show just needs a little monster of the week to just we can fend off. You know, it doesn't need big bads. But so when you do have demons be the villain for a couple episodes in a row, it does kind of go, nah, they're okay, I guess. But in terms of the, like I said, the fighting or the aura or anything like that, I really enjoyed Revolt. You know what I mean? He was determined. He was resilient, and I like that. I'm not saying it's happened in this show, because from my recollection, it hasn't. But a lot of shows have, you know, oh, it's the villain, that they should be cowardly or they should be weak or whatever. And no, the villains in this show are powerful. They're cocky. They're a little gullible. You know what I mean? But you know, they fight. They fight to the death the entire time, no fear, just going balls to the walls, and I really like that because it's the ultimate challenge for our protagonists, our heroes. You know what I mean? So I really liked it. I really did. Again, obviously, at some point in the show, we're going to see Method and Ganao again. We're going to see all the people from season one, the season one exam arc, at least one more time. You know, we have to. And I'm so excited to see if they get a big role or just a small role, a little cameo, whatever it may be. It doesn't matter. I just really want to see them. Because, as I complimented in season one, the show can it's no other show can do this. They can introduce a character and make me fall in love with that character within a singular minute, just like that. It's crazy how they can do that. And because they did that in season one with like 10 or 15 characters at one time, I want them back. I miss them. I want to see Denkin or Ubel, or I'm sorry, I'm not going to remember all their names, but the fucking teleporty guy, you guys know what I mean. Like I love them. I want to see them more. So I'm very happy that we saw those two in these last couple episodes. Again, it made me like Method even more because, again, you know, the rocky relationship I had with Method at the start. But I've grown to like her now, and Ganao really shined these last 3 episodes. I would say he was the main character of them, and I liked the little arc, and I loved the flashbacks as well. So, and again, just a general update on what Siri and Co is doing as well is very appreciated. So. Amazing episode, amazing little 3-episode arc. I'm very excited to see how they end the season with these last 2 episodes. So I will see you in a couple days for the penultimate episode of season 2. If you guys liked the video, please drop a like and leave a comment. I'd really appreciate it. I have got the full-length reactions up on Patreon by now. I'm obviously already completely finished Frieren season 2. Check it out if you're interested. It is $7 a month for animated shows. Finally, and most importantly, if you enjoy my content, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed. It really does help me out. I'll see you guys. You guys have a good one.